Hi folks, here we are down in sunny Florida. We're in Ocala, and this is at Burnyzz. They have a big hot rod shop here. They do custom cars and everything. Got a couple yard art trucks out front here. So we're gonna show you these, then we'll jump inside, but there's lots of really nice stuff in there. Real high-end cars, and got some trucks too, so just enjoy the video and we'll start walking around here. Well, we'll show you these two that are out front just for fun here. There's their card. It's actually a piece of metal. You can check them out online if you want to. Looks like a 41 to 47 Dodge truck right here, old farm truck. You can see the tow bar there. It probably was an old grain truck at one point. They got the tow bar. A lot of the grain trucks get towed around by the combine crew. Although it does have some sort of writing on the doors here too. Gross weight 19,000. Anyway, they've picked that up and put it out here as yard art, and they got one more over here we'll show you. We'll get a little background noise here because they got a one of those blow up things flapping around out here. Anyway, they got a Dodge 500 series, and this is a cab over, and this is an old fire truck. They got it for yard art out here. See, the back end of the cab must have been formed into the body, so there's no back end of the cab, but it makes good yard art. And you can see it said volunteer fire department there. Now it even tells the Yadkin Valley Fire Department. Anyway, that's a Dodge right there. Well, before we jump in the main building, we're going to show you a few of these out here. Here's a Mercury Monterey. These are some projects they got they're working on, I guess, or whatever. Look at the tailpipe coming out the back there. You can see they got a garage over there. We'll check out this Chevy here, then we'll jump out to the other end of this aisle of stuff here. The Bel Air convertible. So these I won't be able to tell you the prices and such because they don't have marked or anything, the stuff they're messing with here. That one's a 55. Good looking Chevy. But when we get to the inside of the building, we will show you as many of the prices as we can and show you their information. Let's look at all the dingle balls hanging from the... See them all hanging there?
That was mine. You can open that.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, really? Yeah. You can open it if you want.
He says we can open it out. Check it out. Oh, that's pretty cool, huh?
This is yours? Yeah.
Got the Mexican blanket carpet. All the dingle balls.
Shelby wheels? No, those are off of 73 T-Bird.
Really? 73 T-Bird wheels, huh?
I'm spraying them and put them on there. It's got the original 390 in it.
You can hear what he's saying. Got a 390 in there, kind of a patina car.
Yeah, it'll fire right up. It's made to look like this. Like
That's his daily.
Like when I got it, roof was still white, interior was still pretty much white.
You got a Mustang here. This one's getting worked on. Looks like they're going to do some sheet metal repair on that one. Fastback Mustang. And we got a Mercury coupe here. I wouldn't mind having this one here myself. I like these Mercuries like this. Kind of a good survivor. Like an older repaint. 49 Mercury. Got an International Scout here. Like I say, I'm not sure what the deal is with these. You know, there may be some that are for sale, maybe not. I don't know. You can contact them and find out if you're looking for some. That's a Scout. And here's a Chevy 32, so it's a half-ton long box, according to the emblem. But somebody's put a utility box on the back. It's a 59 Chevy. And we got a bullet nose Studebaker right here. Gotta love the styling on those. Great looking cars. The two-door. Always like the split rear window too. Florida plates on that one. We'll jump over to the other side over here. There's another Chevy here, 55. This one's two-door hardtop. It's a real eye catcher with that orange two-tone paint. Tan interior, really nice. Got a Corvette here, 427, big block car. Convertible. Looks like they're working on the fuel system. They got a temporary gas tank. That's a typical problem with a lot of old cars. They get stuff in the gas goes bad, and then they get a fuel tank problem. But there's a GTO. We'll jump up here a little ways. Now we got a Chevy convertible there up on big wheels. Looks like another Chevy convertible over there, a white one. They got all kinds of stuff around this place. Got another Corvette here out front. This one is silver with a red interior. Looks like they've got the seats out of it. So a lot of this stuff is getting worked on for one reason or another. And then they get them over into their main showroom, which we're going to show you here in a few minutes. Here's a Cadillac. Thunderbird convertible here. And we got a Jeep in behind it there. We're just going to swing over to the front here to show you what they're working on here. I don't know if it's going to have music, but if it does, we'll have to cut it out. Otherwise, we're going to swing around here and show you what's in the garage. Well, we'll take you for a look in the shop here. They've got all kinds of stuff they're working on in here. You can see them up on lifts, all apart. Then there's a Porsche Speedster. We got what looks like a Chevelle in behind there, another Corvette up top. And we got a 30s GM convertible of some sort. Not sure if that's a Chevy or what. All kinds of stuff lined up in here. Projects they're working on, getting them ready to go. We'll jump into the other door, show you what's on the other side. Got a bright orange 68 Charger up there on the lift. Guys checking some fluids and stuff on there. And we got a Ford Bronco. Looks like we got some more Chevy Chevelles and stuff in there, but we're going to jump over to the main building here. Take you for a quick walk around, show you some of the prices and stuff on them. These are all for sale, or have been for sale anyway. This one here is sold already. 36 three-window coupe Ford. Good looking car there, lowered down a little bit. Looks like mostly original. It's one of the better looking years right there, 36, and the three-window coupe is really one of my favorite body styles. You can see the interior looks mostly stock. And they got a rumble seat back here with a spare tire. You can see the rumble seat with the roll up and down rear window to communicate with your back passenger there. A couple steps there on the fender and taillight to get up in there. Over here we got a cabriolet. This one's also a 36. And the price on this cabriolet is $56,900. So we'll take you for a walk around the other side of it here. Got the Greyhound on the hood there. There's some of your information. So any of these things, we'll try to show you some of these info tags, but there's the business Burnyzz with 2 Z's on the end, Ocala, Florida. You can look them up online. Then you could probably see more of the details and stuff on their webpage as far as what's in these for powertrains, things like that. Because a lot of these have had a lot of time and effort put in, into the mechanics of them. And this one's also sold here. This is a 37 Chevy Coupe. Price on that was $59,900. So as you can see, they're in the business to sell them. The market may be different in Florida than it is in other areas, but ultimately, if they're selling stuff, that's kind of what they're worth. You can guess and say what stuff is worth all day long, but if somebody pays it, it's kind of what it's worth that day. Sold on the Camaro there, $109,000 on that one, 302 V8 Z28. Got the hood off. They must be prepping that one to go out. And we'll step over here. We got a 40 Ford Deluxe 2-door. This one's lowered in the front. Nice little hot rod. 40's one of the better looking years. Good looking car right there. 2-door sedan. Take your kids with you in the back seat. Price on this one is $89,900. And like I say, sometimes the price is reflected by what is in this for a powertrain and all those kinds of things, which I can't really go through all that detail with you in this video, so you can, like I say, you can look up any of these things on their website or give them a call or whatever. I'm sure they'd be happy to tell you what's been done to them. But these are all top-notch cars ready to drive. And we got a 427 Corvette here, blue one. Don't see any price or information on that one. Good looking Corvette right there though. Gotta love that body style. And we'll jump around here to the corner. We get a 2015 Challenger here with a Scat Pack. Price on that is $59.9. Some of the information right there. You can pause on any of those you want to. Good looking car. Those are a lot of fun for a modern car. Got the old school styling and stuff. Here's another Corvette here, 66 Corvette with a 427. And then just showing you the name of the place there, because it's kind of got a funny spelling if you want to look it up on that plate. But this one here's got a 427. Price is $120K. Right there. Nice Corvette. Big block car. And we got some Buicks over here, a couple Buick convertibles. The red one here is a 1947. Price on this is $149.9. Now, as you can see, these probably have modern powertrains and all that, you know, good stuff. A lot of these cars, you know, they get AC and top-notch interiors and just great looking cars, you know. We'll jump around the other side here, show you the other side. Even got pinstriping around the trunk emblem. That one's got the fender skirts. And we got this other Buick here. This is a Roadmaster. This one looks like a restoration probably, but it's really high grade. I mean, this thing is really nice. Got the 4 portholes right there. Got the wire wheels. The price on that one is $180K. But that's a fantastic looking Buick right there. Notice the headlight treatment and the gun sight ornament on top there. Just a great looking car. You know, back in the 50s, GM really had it going with some of this stuff. Cadillacs and Buicks. And we'll jump up here a little ways. Show you some of these up here. Got a couple Cobras there. We'll get back to those in a few minutes. Take you over to this row of Corvettes. Here's a yellow 77 Corvette for $39.9. There's that one. And next door we got a gray one here. This is a 1982 for $39.9. Gray or silver. There's your signage on that one. And we got a red one here. This one's a 1994 for $29.9. Got the flip-up headlights. A lot of these Corvettes had the flip-up headlights on them. Nice clean car. Look at the interior. Looks like new in there. So they do have these cars nicely detailed and ready to roll. Here's a blue one, a 96 blue one here called a Grand Sport with a hatchback. Price on that one is 60 grand. There's your information. Red interior, got the rally stripe up it. And from there we'll jump back to those Cobras we were telling you about here. Got a blue one, 1965. It says Backdraft Rouse Edition right there. 125K on that one. These are really fun. Look at the pipes on the side, bucket seats, stick shift, got the wooden steering wheel. Really nice details in there. And you even got a roll cage for your head in case you flip it upside down. Don't knock your head off. A little protection there. And here's a black one here. This one is also a 1965. I think they both have 427s in them. Shelby Backdraft Cobra. And that one's 130 grand on that. And we got a black Mustang here, It's a 2011 Shelby GT 500. Price is $45K on that. You can see all their offices back in there and stuff. They got the salespeople working full time back in there. And we got another black Shelby Corvette GT. That one was $32,500. This one here is a Pontiac GTO 1969. Ultra rare right there. One of 45 4-speeds. Very rare car. Price on this is $150K. Show you a few of the details. Love the Pontiac styling in the front with the divided grille. Double headlights on there. Got the ram air hood. Got the tack right on there. See how the tack comes right up out of the hood. Great details to this car. Also got the wooden steering wheel, bucket seats. They got all their information there. Top goes down, price goes up, right? Nice looking Pontiac right there. And we'll jump back over to the Mustang here. 66 Mustang there, coupe for $75K. Look at the electric blue interior. That's kind of wild. It really lights up in there, doesn't it? And we'll jump back to the Corvette side here. $25K on this 2006 Corvette convertible. There's all your information. Good looking car. And we got another one here. Another two more Corvettes, I guess. This one's 60 grand. It's a 2008 coupe. There's all your information. And behind us here we got an orange one as well. A 2019 orange Corvette right there. This thing's really nice. And there's your information on there. Price on that is $209K. And we'll jump back to the center here. 67 Camaro RS 327. Got the red line tires. Good looking car, blue with a blue interior. Manual transmission right there. Good looking Camaro. And we'll jump back over to this side here. We got a 72 orange Camaro with the rally stripes. 100K on this one. These cars have had a lot of details spent on, fine detailing on them, getting them really nice mechanically. And some of them are resto rod, some of them are just restored, some of them are a little customized. But it's just some really, really nice stuff if you got the finances to step up and get one. Here's a Firebird, 72 Firebird here, 110K on that. Looking all good under the hood. And we get another one back here. This is a GTO, 1967 GTO. 67, they're getting a little more styling, a little more shape to the rear quarters and stuff. This one's already sold. 60K they got for that one. Automatic transmission in that. That's another one sold. They got several that are sold around here. So it's not like stuff isn't selling. It's got to be in the right market. Here's a 33 Ford 3-window. Nice street rod here. 75K on that one. It's got a removable top. Look at the dual Holley carbs coming up out of the hood there. It's all customized. Quite a car. Look at that interior. Pistol grip shifter. Really impressive Ford coupe right there. And we'll jump to this side. Got a Chevelle here, 1970. You can see there's a few more here we're going to show you. But this is a 70 Chevelle for 130 grand. Kind of a dark maroon or a cherry metallic. Good looking car there. Tan interior. There's your bucket seats and console. all that good stuff. So that's the Chevelle, and we got a Charger here, 1970 Charger, Dodge Charger RT, plum crazy in the color. Notice how the door handles and the trim they've painted kind of a black, flat black. Some fine detailing. Painted front end on it. Anyway, price on that one is 300 grand on that. There it is. And we got another Pontiac here. This one's 1964. Price on this one is 200 grand, GTO. You have the older style like this is a little more boxy and choppy looking. It's got like a saddle leather interior. Really nice interior in that. Over here we got a 1999 Shelby Series 1. No price on that one. There's some of the information about it. Good looking car. Look at that caved in hood, that's kind of wild. And we got some other stuff here. Now these in this corner here are not for sale. Not sure if these are getting worked on or if it's their own collection, but this Blazer right here, square body Blazer, four-wheel drive, and the Chevy pickup to the right, and the Corvette. They say currently not for sale. See, that one's all lowered. Tubbed out rear there. Here's the Corvette. So like I say, I don't know the reasoning for that, but it might be just a part of their collection, or it might be they're working on them, or who knows what. Look at the Corvette go-kart back there. That's pretty cool. 60s Corvette go-kart. And we got all kinds of transmissions and engines and stuff across the back. We're kind of down near their garage area, so I'm not sure if these, you know, probably when they get projects in, maybe they put these engines into them or whatever. I'm not sure if they sell these engines, but there's a whole pile of them here. Look at the Hemi right there. Mopar Hemi. And you can see their detailing shop back in the back there. And we got a 69 Roadrunner here, 383 car with a price tag of $75K on it. There's the guys detailing back there, getting them all ready. There's your Roadrunner. Good looking car right there. And we got a Corvette here, no info on this one. Nice looking Corvette. Gotta love that body style too. And we got El Camino here. Now the price tag on the El Camino was $25K, but it's been sold. So that one's going off to a new owner. And we got this Mercedes here, big Mercedes SUV. This is a 2019. The price is $1.25. Big SUV V8 in that one. So if you're into that kind of thing, there you go. And we got some Jeeps over here, a whole row of Jeeps. Here's a 65 Jeep Wagoneer, 40K on this one. Looks like a really nice Survivor. Nice original interior. But just a really nice original there. Looks all stock, I guess. And we got a few more Jeeps here. Here's an 83 Jeep Scrambler. That's a Scrambler model right there. 90K on that one. So down here in Florida, you get, especially Ocala, you got a lot of people riding sand trails and stuff. Jeeps are really popular. And you could take them to the beach or whatever too in Florida if you'd like. But they do have a lot of trails and stuff down here. Not that these would be riding on trails at this grade of restorations they have, but I think that's what generates the interest in them down here. Here's an 83, or 84, sorry, Renegade there. 50K on that one. There's a Laredo, 1987. 60K on that one. That's a CJ7. Good looking. Look at the chrome grills on them all too. And we got an 85 Renegade here for 60K on that. That one's got a painted grill on that one. Got a hard top on it. You can see all the details. I mean, these things are really clean. Full roll cage in there. And we got a Mustang here. No info on this one. You can see they got all kinds of gas bumps and garage art around the edges too. And we're going to jump over here. We missed these two. There's a 73 Challenger right here for $75K. There's all your information on that. Kind of a copper color with a black stripe up it. And we got a 1970 Cuda, Plymouth Cuda here. This is a 426 Hemi car. Hemi orange. 150K on that one. So if you're into Mopar stuff, there you go. Those are a couple of real nice Mopars right there. Those have always been a couple of my favorite body styles for muscle cars, the Challengers and Cudas of that age. But anyway, that's going to finish up our trip here. Like we said, this is Burnyzz, and they have a restoration shop and do hot rodding and stuff, but they have all these for sale as well. Ocala, Florida. And please subscribe, give us thumbs up, give us good comments. All those things are appreciated. And we'll catch you on the next round. Thanks for watching.